and today we're gonna read the Franny K. Stein Scientist, The Invisible Frame. Look, Franny is invisible. And we can just start off for chapter 1 and we end our reading at chapter 3, okay? Because there's no time to read all of the stories. And then tomorrow I will tell you about the story all, okay? And now, are you ready for this one book with a lot of stories? Now, here we go. And first you can read. Franny K. Stein met scientist, the invisible frame. Chapter 1, Franny's House. The Stein family lived in a pretty pink house with a lovely purple shirkers down at the end of the Daffodil Street. Everything about the house was bright and cheery, and everything Dad was except the upstairs bedroom with the tiny round window. The window looked on a bed, yes, but it was also a window in a laboratory. It's Franny's laboratory. And Franny's laboratory is particular. She had all of the things you would expect any of the scientists have. And she had an electron microscope and the nuclear-powered brain and profile. She was giant fish eating cola. And she was also have a few of extras, a special things to make a Franny feel like her lab was just a little bit, and even that the average. And Franny decided that one in the scientists had just as spider Andrich, Venus, Bowman. I'll get more than half of them. I haven't full of the fortimates, and you can pull her one eye out. One eye out? Franny's eye out look is so not nice to see. But even if they didn't have an eyeball removing machines and a brain of amplifiers or spider angels, and Franny suspected they're her friends or given a chance, who love nothing more to set up the labs on their own and develop themselves to a pursuit of a mad scientist. It was a very reason that her teacher next asked and inspired Franny to help her classmates see the light. And today's hobby day at Franny's room. And Mrs. Shelley stood in the front of the class. We're going to talk about the hobbies tomorrow. I don't like each year bringing something your response, your hobby or interest. Surely, thought Franny, many of them didn't have a hobbies and interests, and even they have probably like a kids with dull hobbies that hurriedly explode to eat a neighbor's car. And Franny raised her hand. Mrs. Jelly, if somebody had the hobby that doesn't envelope massive of amounts of electricity or swing wings into a hongs and went to our born with wings or still be allowed to participate? Mrs. Jelly's answered in a sort of the question from Franny. Yes, Franny, everyone will get talk about their hobbies, said Mrs. Jelly. And Mrs. Jelly was always fair, but it seemed like a waste of the time with Franny, who absolutely certain that after a little explode to make them sense, and the kids wouldn't drop their interest like hot potatoes do a rotative upholsters and potatoes. Back at the lab, Franny thought about what the presentation will be, and frankly, Franny in the Asian to help with things like this. And Iger was a Franny's dog with a lead accent, And he wasn't pear left. It was just a putty, the part of the camera with a bigot and a spaniel, partship hard, and sometime in a woolly thing that wasn't even actually like a dog. Franny told Iger about Mrs. Shelley announcement, along doing his best to make a gestures. And he remembered her one of the time he had bought some garden goni to life and they had to stay locked in the bathroom until the police came. And Iger liked the kids like that. And I don't want to take a garden gone, she said. And she reminded her time she had instructed that became cleaner powder with a talk on her little brother inside out. Oh, look, it's very, very scary. Look, it's very scary picture, aren't they? And I could draw it and think about that. Mom made a person ever do that again, she said. And he remembered one of her time with her leg on an energy by a chemist hot dog Stein and actually ate himself. That was pretty good, Franny said, but there's a kid in my class that always smells like a hot dog, and I don't want to think going after him. Besides, it needs to be something if anybody can relate to. And Franny walked over and looked at him. The dozens of the vase really embraced him like this idea. And she picked it off the toenail, fun gears of the treasure. Dipped down inside all of the committed down the toenail fungus, but it never be able to. And well, at this device finally can, she put in her backpack. All of the kids will love talking to a fungus. I mean, more and a deep down inside there is a mad scientist, right? So now it's chapter 4, and I'm so excited Franny want to make it to a school hobby day. I'm so excited. So tomorrow will be started in chapter 4 and then I'm reading at chapter 5 and I will tell you about the story, okay? And now, did you have fun? Your English culture will come back with this book and this story, okay? And now you'll be very excited to read the new chapters, okay? And now please thumbs up my YouTube. And now bye-bye for now and Happy New Grade. Now bye-bye everyone. Have a nice day.